There's a growing list of dams in the U.S. that have been rated as hazardous, according to an Associated Press analysis. There are more than 2,200 high-hazard dams in poor or unsatisfactory condition across America, a substantial rise similar to a review conducted just 3 years ago. Take a look.
The El Capitan Reservoir was constructed over 100 years ago. It is a huge rock and clay dam that can store over 36 billion gallons of water, enough to supply water to every resident in San Diego for almost a year. But it is nearly empty. This is because the water levels in the reservoir are intentionally kept low. There are fears that the dam could burst due to the strain of holding too much water. Samuel Santos, a long-time resident who fishes near the dam, worries that a big earthquake may lead to the breakage of the dam. A seismic instability is a major cause of concern for dam failure.
That our dams are getting older. The average age of a dam is about 60 years old, and there are many dams that are well over 100 years old that are still in operation and existence. So the aging infrastructure, we've all heard this. Our infrastructure is just getting older and requires more maintenance and more upkeep. There are obviously not a lot of dollars to do that, and so many of these dams and structures aren't receiving the required maintenance that they need to maintain or operate safely.
Last year, President Biden signed a $1 trillion infrastructure bill. $3 billion of that amount is for dam-related projects, including hundreds of millions for state dam safety programs and repairs. However, that is just a fraction of the funding that is needed to fix the 89,000 dams in the United States. These dams are owned by individuals, companies, community associations, water districts, state and local governments, and other entities besides the federal government. All these dams need nearly $76 billion for repairs.
In addition to freeways and bridges, which are important, these reservoirs are very important as well, and we need to start spending the money on them to retrofit them, to get them up again back to full capacity.
Dams in the United States are over a half a century old, on average. Now, homes, businesses and highways have been built below them. Climate change is also causing a lot more storms and heavier rainfall that could overburden aging dams.
A warmer atmosphere holds more water. That's a fundamental fact. And so the size of the storms that are potentially capable of impacting these structures also is larger.
Dams are often an overlooked aspect of the United States critical infrastructure. Now, according to a 2021 UN report, worldwide, the huge volume of water stored behind large dams is estimated at 7,000 to 8,300 cubic kilometers. That is enough to cover about 80% of Canada's landmass under a meter of water. The issue of aging dams requires urgent action. This is not just a problem in the United States. World's largest dams are found in just 4 Asian countries: China, India, Japan and South Korea. In India, by the year 2025, over 1,000 large dams will be 50 years old. Bureau Report. WION, World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.